Good day, guys. Hello.
Good day, ma'am.
Okay. How is everybody? Is everybody okay? Doing good?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Po.
Yes
Okay.
po, ma'am.
So for today, we're going to discuss something that it can catch your attention because we're going to read some text, sample text. So here you can see we have conversation number 1 and conversation number 2. Now I need 2 volunteers to read the conversation number 1 and conversation number 2.
Minjola po.
Minjola, yes. Another one. How about you, Gabriel?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So please read the conversation number 1.
How was the movie?
It was really good.
Was it scary?
Yes, it was really scary.
Nice. Was it crowded?
No, it wasn't. There weren't many people there, surprisingly.
Okay, good. How about conversation number 2?
Where were you last night?
I was at work.
Really? I was at your shop. You weren't there.
No, I was in the back working.
You were?
Really, I was there.
Okay, now, since you have already read and listened the conversation number 1 and 2, now I want you to write the verb that you notice in the sentences. Okay? Again, I want you to write the verb that you noticed. You have 2 minutes. Okay, time is up. So, any volunteer?
Minjola po.
Yes, Melissa?
Was and where?
Okay, so what is the verb? Melissa is correct. The verbs are was and where. So what is the character of was and where? Any guess?
Raimundo, ma'am.
Yes, Raimundo?
I think it states an action that happened in the past.
Okay, very good. Another. What is was? How do we use was? What is the character of was? It is singular. And how about where?
For plural po.
Yes, correct. So, take note that we use was for singular and we use were for plural. Okay? So, in conversation number 1, what did you notice? Is was and were apparent in the conversation?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes. How about in conversation number 2? Is it apparent?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay. Now, since you already know the was and were is the verb, now I want you to focus in this conversation, in conversation number 2. I want you to identify the subject that was used. Okay? You have 2 minutes to identify the subject. Okay, any volunteer?
Ninjola po.
Yes, Melissa.
The subjects are I and you.
Yes, correct. So what is the subjects? It is I and you. Again, what is the character of I and you?
They were for singular po.
Yes, I is singular and you.
Plural, ma'am.
Yes, correct. Now I'm going to show you the singular subject and the plural subject, and the singular verb and the plural verb. So for singular subject, we have I, he, she, and it. For the singular verb, we have was. For plural subject, we have we, you, and they. For plural verb, we have were. So of course, if we have a singular subject, we need a singular verb. If we have a plural subject, we need to have a plural verb. Okay? So it will be I was, he was, she was, it was, we were, you were, and they were. Now, I'm going to show you this conversation number 2. As you can see, I highlighted in color yellow the verbs were and was, while I highlighted in color green the subject I and you. And as you can see, I highlighted in sky blue the weren't, the word weren't. Why? Because weren't is the contraction form or contracted form of were plus not. So what is the contracted form? Contracted form is a negative, okay? If we mean by negative is not, by adding not in the verb. So were plus not is equal to weren't. Was plus not is equal to wasn't. So verb plus the adverb not is equal to verb plus adverb. Okay? So it is very easy. Okay? Now we have an activity. I want you to write 3 sentences using was and were based on your experiences. Okay? You can also add the contracted form if you like. Now I will give you 5 minutes. Okay? So starts now. Okay, any volunteers? How about you, Gab?
Yes, ma'am. I was at the fifth floor when an earthquake happened. And my second sentence, we were celebrating my friend's birthday last night. And for my
Okay.
third sentence, before the pandemic, we were busy we were busy for midterms.
Okay, very good. Very creative. How about you, Abby?
I was a student, uh, and last year I was 22 years old. Uh,
Okay.
we were going the online meeting uh,
Okay, very good,
yesterday.
Abby. Okay. How about you, Melissa?
Um, I was drinking my coffee and it spilled. My family were staring at me. They were looking at my stained shirt.
Okay, very good. It seems like you really understood our lesson for today. So, that was all. Here's the source of the two conversations. I got them from soundgrammar.com. So, thank you guys. Have a wonderful weekend. So, see you next week.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you,
Thank you,
ma'am.
ma'am.